to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in.
Alright, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to do some motorcycle trailer stuff. But it's going to be relatively simple. So it'll be two parts. One I'm going to do lights and the other I'm going to do a wheel chock. So yeah, apologize, it's been a while since I've done a video for those of you that subscribe and watch regularly. But I have been working on a couple of pet project things. One of which, I'll give you a sneak peek, is this. It is a speaker that I'm working on. That'll be a short, a YouTube short, sorry, and an Instagram reel. But yeah, I'm gonna get it. It's gonna be fun. Little rugged speaker, and you'll see, but I'm reusing my old Street Glide stereo system. But today we're gonna be putting a motorcycle wheel chock into the trailer. This will be the first one. We're gonna test it out. So this is the one that we're using. It's the Harbor Freight wheel chock. It's like 50 bucks. From Pittsburgh. So the reason I'm getting this one is because you can remove this metal part from the plate, so that way if it works out well, the rear plates, like, it can all come out, but the rear plates in the trailer can be driven over, right? And the wheel chocks are on the way for the front ones, right? So this is the one we're gonna be using. I'm gonna be checking it out, and I will show you where it's gonna be at in the trailer. So for the trailer, they're going to go right there and right there. We're going to start with this side first today. But essentially it's going to be slightly further forward than the two D-rings that are right there, because when I want the straps to come down relatively straight. But it'll be slightly forward there, and then in line over there. And then everything's going to be behind that line there, because I plan on doing some shells and stuff later. But this will allow me to just ride it in, lock it in, strap it down, and don't have a risk of falling when we're traveling, like what happened over there when my wife's Dinah's hand grip lever, sorry, I don't know why that took so long, punctured right there because it fell over a little bit while we were traveling. So yeah, I'm gonna get that in right over there, and then the eventual plan is to have one there, and then like I said, with the removable ones, having just a plate remain here, so that way I can drive the motorcycle over, put it in there, and then just put the other chocks back in here, and put the motorcycle in there, and put the motorcycle in there. That way they're all situated in here. So yeah, I'm gonna do that today. And then another video that I'll also probably get to today, we're gonna put some more lights up here, because the only two lights are that one right there and then the one down over there. So I got some 4 lights off of Amazon that we're gonna try to wire in and put them up here, wired into that little battery thing over there, which eventually I'll replace with the solar system on the front, but we'll get there for that. Yeah, and then eventually I'll put a light switch somewhere over here-ish, but that's for another video. So for today, let's go get the wheel chock unboxed and then start working on putting it in. All right, so here it is. Already comes pre-put together, but this is the thing that I was most hopeful for. Right, so just take these 4 bolts off right here, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then this will come off, and just leave this plate here on the ground, which is exactly what I want, because I need to be able, like I said, be able to ride over these to get to the front one. So yeah, not bad at all. Already comes pre-installed, so pretty simple. Just need to go get this measured up where I want it, and I'll take you in there and then mark some holes and then drill through. So instructions right there. Let's go to the trailer. All right, so I got it lined up right there, right where I want it. I'm limited because there's a metal stud back here, and there's a metal stud, and right in front of where that level is. So I have to, in order to mount it and not hit the metal frame of the trailer, it's got to go right there. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna screw the holes in through the bracket right there, and then yeah, and I used this bike over here, my wife's Dinah, to kind of like measure, see where I wanted the wheel. All right, let's see if it works. It's supposed to, but I think your tire's too thin for it to do that. Thanks, dude. Can you hold this real quick and let me go get it tied on? I was just talking with my wife, and I guess like the biggest thing is that these are narrower tires, so there's a lot of space in between here. I think with the Street Glide and the Heritage, but they have a little bit wider of a tire, so they'll be able to fit a little bit better and be able to stand upright on its own. But strapped it down here and compress the suspension down on it, and I don't think this thing's going anywhere. The wheels can't, the handlebars can't turn, which is amazing. So yeah, there it is. I think it looks pretty good. And this will give you an idea what I was talking about with the width, how the tire is narrow, so there's a little bit of space on either side. But the handlebars don't move side to side, which is a win, and already absolute improvement. Yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Like I said, I'm about to make another one right after, so in the next video I'll be wearing the same clothes, same hair, everything. But yeah, it's gonna do it for this one. So if you like to see here, you want to see more, please like, comment, subscribe. I got this wheel chock in. Now that I know that this one works, I'll get another one in. Probably won't film it. Probably just do like a short. Just putting it in the two. But yeah, so that I'll see you on the next one. The next one's going to be trailer lights, which everybody's starting. So I'll see you all in that video.